Hey everybody, Cody here from Primitive Wargaming, back here with Michael. He's got 2,000 points of Clan Skryre, yeah, you get the point. So Skaven versus 2,000 points of my Flesh Eaters again, obviously using the General's Handbook 2017, so we're still trying to get over the new rules, so bear with us on that. So yeah, we're going to go straight into it, and we're going to showcase the armies, and we're going to go over deployment and list and all that stuff, and we'll start rolling dice at each other, so we'll see you guys there. Alright everybody, so here we are all deployed already. So if you guys don't know what Michael's clan of Skaven here do, is they basically get to arrive wherever they want, however many inches they want, all that fun jazz. So they're already done deploying way before I was, so he's only got this neuter right over here deployed, and his little cannon doohickey deployed all the way in the corner. For my deployment, I've got the Ghoul King on a zombie dragon over here, 3 units of 6 Crypt Flayers, a Vargulf Courtier, a Crypt Infernal Courtier, and then another Crypt Infernal Courtier, and that one's my general right there. He's got the artifact that allows once per battle in my charge phase, all Flesh Eaters within 6 inches can declare charge against enemies that are 15 inches away, and they get a +3 of the charge distance when they do so. Basically, the list I'm taking is I've got no battalions, nothing like that. The general, like I said, is the Crypt Infernal Courtier over there. The Ghoul King on a zombie dragon is just along for the ride. And that's really it. There's nothing really very complex at all about my list. Pretty simple stuff. So we're going to go head over to Michael and his Skaven. He's going to tell you all his fun stuff. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, is the Crypt Infernal Courtier, since he's my general, his command tree is going to be completely delusional. So I get to change my delusion at the start of each of my hero phases. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Defenders of the Realm. So Defenders of the Realm is basically whenever any of my models in a unit, at least half of them are within my own deployment / territory, I get to reroll failed saving throws of 1s. So that's what I'm taking for this turn. Now we're going to go over to Michael. Here we are with what's burrowed right now. So Michael's going to go ahead and go over it, and then we're going to move over to the guys that are actually on the board, all 2 of them. So go for it, sir.
So over here we have a Warlock Engineer, and he has the artifact Vigor Dust Injectors. And then we have 2 Warp Fire Throwers, a Warp Grinder Weapons team, and 3 units of Storm Fiends, and they're equipped with what they're modeled with.
Oh yeah. So Warp Fire Throwers and like rat versions of assault cannons, good stuff. So if you guys don't know what it is, we'll explain it in the middle of the battle, because I'm going to be getting hit in the face with it quite a bit, as you guys will soon find out. So we're going to go straight over to the other guys.
Warlock, he is my general. He has the command trait Cunning Creature, so instead of attacking, he can run away from battle. And then he also has the artifact Skryre's Breath Bellows.
Fun stuff. Alright, and then here we are, last but not least.
Over here we have a Warp Lightning Cannon and a Warlock Engineer.
Yep. So, like I said, if you guys have questions, just save them for just a few minutes, because you're about to see that thing shoot, and it's probably going to hurt. So, yeah. So that's it. So, like I said, Michael finished deploying first, obviously, so he has the first turn, and I already chose my delusion, all that stuff, so that's it. So we're going to go straight into it now, and going into battle round 1 for the Skaven. Hey everybody, so here we are at the start of battle round 1 for the Skaven, into his hero phase for Michael. So this is where all the stuff from reserves is going to start showing up. So there's no rolls or anything like that required for it, because we're cool like that in Age of Sigmar. So we're going to go straight into actually popping them up, and I'll show you guys where they end. Here we are with all the guys burrowing out behind me. So the zombie dragon is about to take a hefty amount of shooting and mortal wounds. So, yeah, wish me luck there, guys. And then we're going to go continue with the rest of the hero phase. Starting things off with the Arch Warlock in the hero phase.
So you can cast 2 spells. I'm going to start with his special spell, Warp Storm, which can hit up to 3 units within sight and 18 inches. Unfortunately, you can only see 1, which is
this one.
This guy's. So I'm going to try its casting value of 7. It goes off. Do you want to?
What's the range for deny? 18 or 24? Pretty sure it's 18. I'm going to try and deny that. So moving on.
So that does D3 mortal wounds.
Yep. 2. Alright, so 2 6-up Deathless Courtier saves on these guys. Made 1, failed 1, so 1 guy's down to 3. Going for Arcane Bolt, same unit, so just roll it up, sir. Yeah, that should cast on a 6.
Yep.
Yep, so just D3.
1.
6-up save. Not technically a save. Anyways, down to 2. Start off with the Warlock Engineer, so go for it.
So he's going to use Warp Lightning and also use his Warp Power Accumulator. So what that means, if I succeed, I do D6 mortal wounds instead of D3. But if I fail the casting attempt, I take D6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So...
Ooh.
Nope, it goes off on a 5. So as part of my battalion, the Arch Warlock gets a reroll that he can give to either of the Warlock Engineers. So I'm going to use one of those to reroll.
Yep. Oh, ouch. So, D6 mortal wounds on him?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks. 2. Okay, so that's not that bad. So, Warlock Engineer's down to what? Probably like 2 remaining?
He has 3. He has 5 total.
Okay, so, wow, that's actually better. Alright, so Warlock Engineer's down to 3. Alright, guys, and so to top things off in the hero phase, that's about it. So, he suffered 2 mortal wounds here, he's down to 3. And I suffered 2 mortal wounds over here, down to 2 on that lead flare. So that's about it for hero phase. So we're going to go straight into his movement. We'll come back to you guys at the end of his first movement phase. Quick addendum here, guys, because Michael forgot to do these in the hero phase right literally when I turned off the camera. So go for it, sir.
Okay, so the Vigor Dust Injector from the Warlock Engineer, he put it on them, which gives them +1 to charge and hit rolls.
Yep.
But in my next hero phase, they take D3 mortal wounds.
That's it. So we're going to finish up the movement phase. We'll come right back. So here we are at the end of movement phase on battle round 1 for the Skavens. So the weapon back there didn't move. The characters moved just slightly. And these guys, however, are the primary movers here. So we're going to go straight into the shooting phase. We're going to start here and work our way over. So go for it, sir.
Okay, so first, this guy's Warp Fire Thrower is going to shoot at the Courtier. Does 2d3 mortal wounds.
Yep.
Which is
3? 3, yep. Ugh, I was trying to count 5, and I was like, no, it's E3. All right, so 3 6-up Deathless Courtiers. None, so he is down to 3 wounds remaining. Got the, what are they called?
Warp Fire Throwers.
Warp Fire Throwers. Projectors, whatever, into the Zombie Dragon Ghoul King. Go for it.
2d3 mortal wounds. That's
3 again. Okay, so 3 6-up Deathless Courtiers, whatever you call it, and 3 go through. Okay, so he's down to Fire Thrower back here.
So I'm going to shoot, and I'm going to do more Flaming Death, which means I roll dice, and on anything but a 1, I do D6 mortal wounds instead of D3, but on a 1, I take D3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
So more Flaming Death.
Off the table, doesn't count. It's 5. Okay.
And it does 5 mortal wounds.
Okay. So, 5 mortal wounds on the zombie dragon. On 6s, I ignore him. I ignore 1, so he is down by 4 more, so he's down to 7 wounds remaining. Engineer Warlock guy firing his little pistol doohickey into the zombie dragon.
So it's 1 attack hitting on a 3.
Yep. And
then wounding on a 4. Wounds at -1 rend.
So 5-up Warp Fire Thrower here. He's going into the crit players right here.
So first, more Flaming Death. He's fine, and it does...
It's cocked.
2.
2 6-up Deathless Courtiers. Making none, so that head flare is dead. We got these guys all firing all of their weapons into my courtier to try and kill my general. So
start with the rattling cannons.
Yep.
It does 3d6 hits, or shots, I should say. 5,
so 13.
5. Oh, lucky number.
So
and hitting on 4s.
I'm okay with a few misses.
And then wounding on 4s.
Still not that good.
Okay. -1 rend.
So 5-up saves, rerolling 1s. No rerolls. Wow, that's terrible. And Deathless Courtiers now. 2, so he only loses 2 wounds. He's down. Fellow there in the middle is going to open up.
With his wind launcher, he has 2 attacks, hitting on 4s.
1 hit.
And then wounding on 4s. 1 wound at -2 rend.
-2, so 6-up rerolling 1s. Rerolling 1s because Defenders of the Realm. Nope. 6-up.
D3 more D3 damage.
Yep. So 2. So 2 6-up saves. 1, so he loses 1 wound. Shooting phase on battle round 1 for the Skaven, going straight into the charging, and we're going to start over there and work our way forward with these fellas.
Start the Warp Grinder team gets to go. Nope.
A whopping 3.
And the Storm Fiends get to go 4.
Oh dear. Well, yeah, they'll make it.
You want me to move them now, or?
Yeah, just go ahead. So they go in there.
These Storm Fiends.
5. Yep. I'm assuming they're going for the Zombie Dragon. Next.
And the ones way over there.
4.
They get +1, but I doubt it's good enough.
We'll go measure and we'll get right back. 4 with a +1 is still a fail for those guys all the way in the corner, so anything else for charging?
Nope.
Nope, that's it. Okay, so we're going to go straight into combat now, and we're going to let Michael have a second to think, and we'll be right back. Combat phase here. Michael's starting off with this unit of, what are they called?
Storm Fiends.
Storm Fiends into the Zombie Dragon. So he's going to go ahead and explain his attacks and how they're divvied up.
Okay, so 2 of them have the Grinder Fists, so it's going to be these dice, and 1 of them just has this Clubbing Blows, so it's going to be these because they all hit and wound the same. Yep. So they hit on 4s.
Not bad.
Oh well. And they all wound on 3s.
Okay, so I'm doing the 4 with the -2 rend first, so I need 6-up save, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling this one. Nope. So 3 go through, and how much damage is that?
3 damage apiece.
Oh, okay, I need more dice. At least 7 of these on a 6. No, I'm gonna safely assume we're dead, because 2, 4, 6, yep, he's dead with 8 wounds, and he only had 7 remaining, so the Zombie Dragon Ghoul King is dead before he gets to do anything. For my initiative, I'm gonna activate those flares and go straight in, so I'm gonna come back to you guys when we start rolling. Alright everybody, so we are all piled in, so we're gonna start fighting here. The only one that can't fight is my champion, like the Crypt Flayer champion guy, so we're gonna go straight into the 4 regular dudes. They hit on 4s. And 6s inflict mortal wounds instantly on hits, so there's 4 mortal wounds immediately. And then a whole bunch of misses, unfortunately. And then these wound on 3s. Ouch, okay, and this is just a -1 damage.
Okay, so the normal 4-up save, now 5-up.
Good. So just 4 wounds down on one guy. And that puts one down to 2. Alright.
These guys have 6, he has 7
Yep.
wounds.
So now it's over to you to fight back. Michael's activating now.
I'm going to start with the Doomflare Gauntlet, which does 2d3 hits, or attacks. It's 3, 1. And normally hitting on 3s, but since they charged, he's hitting on 2s. And then he's wounding on 3s. That's 2 at -2 rend.
Okay, so no save, so just straight up.
It's D3 damage.
Yep, D3 damage.
That's 5.
So 5, and I need 6s to get rid of these. That's cocked. 1, so 1 player goes down. You guys, they're clubbing blows.
Yeah, so hitting on 4s. Then wounding on 3s.
It's cocked.
1.
Oh, wow.
No rend.
1 at no rend, so 5 up save. Nope.
Does 2 damage.
So 2 6 up Deathless Courtiers. Nope. 2 damage down, so 1's down to 2. That's it for Michael's turn. I don't need bravery test because I'm leadership 10 pretty much, or not leadership, bravery 10 across the board. And that's gonna be it. So yeah, at the end of his turn, he's going to control this objective. So we're going to go do those victory points. And yeah, we're going to go straight into battle round 1 for Flesh Eater Courts. Everybody, here we are at the beginning of battle round 1 for the Flesh Eater Courts. So going straight into hero phase, the only thing I can really do right now is muster the Royal Guard on that Crypt Infernal Courtier. So he's going to go ahead and do throw his 6 dice and see what he can bring back on 5s. And he brings back 2. That one was definitely cocked. Okay, so he brings back 2 flayers back to that unit that was damaged, and that's going to be it for the hero phase. So we're going to go. Actually, let me have a think about what delusion I want to use on phase. I'm going to utilize my general's command trait of completely delusional to go ahead and switch over to a matter of honor. So I'm going to be able to reroll all failed to hit rolls of 1 against any of Michael's heroes, and then if it's his general, I get to reroll wound rolls of 1. So we're going to go straight into movement now, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. Here we are at the end of the movement phase, battle round 1 for the Flesh Eater Courts. So as you guys can see, I moved up the middle unit over here to go after Mr. Ratman himself. The units over here, my general moved over there to the ruins to secure that objective and kind of hide out. He's hurt and can't heal. And now the Vargolf and these flayers all moved up to take on these guys, and the Crypt Infernal Courtier, the second one I have, he moved up over here to start taking on some stuff over here. So we're gonna go straight into the shooting phase now. I'm gonna shoot with my flayers here on this side. So their attack is called Fearsome Battle Cry. So they pick a unit within 10 inches and they roll a d6, adding +1 to the result. For every point I exceed my opponent's bravery by on that target unit, they suffer a mortal wound and difference. So I'm having 4 guys of the flayers, it's 10 inches, so they're screaming into this weapon team right here, and 2 of them are screaming into the big guys. So 4 attacks into the nearest weapons team. These automatically hit, don't even need to roll the wound. So they are bravery 4, you said? 4. So I need 4s to deal mortal wounds. And that's 3 mortal wounds, so he's dead. And now I'm going to scream at these guys. I need 6s because they are bravery 6. Nothing. Okay, so that's it for that unit. Moving on. Next up, the Courtier is going to fire his Foetid Breath into the Warlock Engineer. So he hits on 4s, rerolling 1s. Nope, he missed. And we're going to go do these guys over here screaming into that weapon team right there, the one with the ranged weapons. So they need 4s to wound him. Wow, only 1. So 1 mortal wound into the big guys over there that are in combat. So he hits on 4s, and he hits, and he wounds on 3s, and that is a -1 save, sir.
Oh, 5 up.
Yep, made it. Okay, so that's it over there. We're gonna come over here. 4 flayers are gonna scream into this guy, so we're gonna do that now. He's bravery 6, so I need 6s to deal mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. So that's it. He's down to 5 wounds remaining. Alright, so that's it for my shooting phase. I'm going to go straight into charging, and here's going to charge. He goes 5. Next up, these flayers will go. They go 11. Next up, the Vargolf will go. He goes 4. He's definitely in. And next up, these flayers will go 4. I think they'll be alright. We're going to go ahead and measure them and come back. Activating this unit first in the combat phase of flares. So we're hitting on 4s. 6s deal mortal wounds. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull some stuff out. Here it comes out to you like this. 4 mortal wounds right off the bat. And then 13 hits regular attacks. And these wound on 3s with a -1 rend. And pulling all those out. And that is 7 saves at -1, sir.
We got 7 5-ups.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4 failed.
Yep.
Okay, so 8 wounds down in the whole unit so far.
So he has 6 wounds, and the other guy takes 2. So he's down to 5.
Alright then, so that's it for that unit, and now over to your activation. Over here, Michael's activating this unit into my flayers.
So starting with Doomplayer Gauntlet, 2d3 attacks.
3. And the video cut off, but Michael rolled 1 wound here, so -2 rend, it leaves me at a nothing, so a...
D3 damage.
Yep.
It's
2. So 2 6-up Deathless Courtiers. Made none, and 1 Slayer dies.
So hitting on 4s.
Pretty average.
Wounding on 3s. Ugh.
Wow. 1. Or no rend.
No rend.
5-up save. Made it. Okay. So that's it over here. My activation. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Vargulf. Vargulf is gonna start things off. 4 attacks with his immense claws, hitting on 3s. 3 hits, missing 1. He's wound on 3s, and that is 2 at -1 rend, 2 damage apiece.
Okay, so they get 5-up saves. Save both.
Okay. Next up is the Fang with the fangs. Nope. Okay, Vargulf, I even called it. He's totally gonna whiff. Alright, so your activation now.
It's over here.
Yeah, this guy, the general.
Okay. So first I'm gonna do his 1 attack with his Piston Claw, hitting on 4s. Misses.
Yep.
And then he has 2 attacks with his Halberd, hitting on 4s, 2.
1 hit.
Or no, 3s. Not that it mattered. And then wounding on 3s. Nope.
Nope.
Way to go.
Okay then, so back to me activating. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Crypt Infernal Courtier to go into the Warlock. So let's do that real quick. Here we go. 5 attacks, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s, it's a hero. 2 mortal wounds immediately, 1 miss, and these wound on 3s. And that is 2 wounds that I believe -1. Yep, -1, 2 damage apiece.
Okay, so 6-up save. Nope, dead.
Got him. So the Warlock's gone. And that's it for my activation. Your turn. Right. So over to Michael's side, starting these guys off again.
Grinder Fist hitting on 4s.
Not good for me. Wounds at -2. I don't get a save, so what's the damage?
Well, it's normally 3 each, but I'm going to use my Battle Trait Warpstone Sparks. I'll use 1 to double 1 attack to doing 6 damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 12 damage total.
Okay then, so let's grab some dice. So 6, 9, 12. Okay, so 12, 6-up Deathless Courtier saves. Ooh, 1, so that's 11 wounds go through. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that guy that did that. Takes D6 mortal wounds.
So he is.
No, you're good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove these guys that died. And these dudes next, 13 attacks coming into the Warlord character. So hitting on 4s. He takes 2 mortal wounds immediately, and I get to reroll 1s because he's a hero. Ooh, no, never mind. That did not help at all. Okay. And then these wound on 3s. And that is 4 at -1.
So -1 cancels out the cover, so he has a 3-up save. Takes 2.
So 4 wounds down in total.
So down to 1.
1 wound remaining on the general. Dang it. And then your activation.
This team will
drill.
bravely go and drill the...
Here we go with power drill, pretty much.
1 attack, hitting on 4s. Oh, actually hit. Wounding on 3. That'll hit. We're wounded, so -2 rend.
6-up save. Nope.
3 damage.
So 3 6-up deathless courtiers. Made 2, so he's down by 1. Knives, whatever.
My rusty knives hitting on 5s. Oh, 1 actually hit. Wounding on 5. Nope. Okay.
Okay, so just down to 2 left on that courtier, and then I'm going to activate that. So 5 flayers piling in, including the champion, and they all hit on 4s. Let me pull these out. Hits, 4 mortal wounds immediately. So these 13 hits, wound on 3s. And pulling out the fails. And that is 7 at -1 rend, sir.
7 5-ups.
Making 1, so 6 plus 4, so 10 wounds down in total.
So he takes 2. That's 8 left.
Yep.
And he's 6. And so he takes 2. And has 5 wounds remaining.
Alright, so 5 wounds remaining on that last big duder, and that's gonna be it over here. And I think that's it. There's random stray dice over there. That was his wound counter.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, and I think that's going to be it. So we're going to go into Battle Shock and have a quick 3 phase. These guys need to take a test.
6 run 1s away. Nope. Luckily. Here, he doesn't run away.
Okay, so that's it. So now we got to roll off for turns. So here we go. 1, 5.
I'm gonna take.
All right, so straight into Skaven Battle Round 2, coming right up. So Battle Round 2 for the Skaven. Into his hero phase, Michael's gonna start using up the cannon.
Yep, so as the part of the battalion benefit, I can shoot the cannon in the hero phase like it's the shooting phase. Yep. So I roll to see what the power level is, which is
6.
6?
That's not good, right?
No, I'm going to use the Arch Warlock's Insight to re-roll that.
Okay.
3. So now I roll 6 dice, and all 3 ups is a mortal wound. That's
okay.
5 mortal wounds.
So I don't have any save against that because my heroes are more than 6 inches away. So 1.5 flayer die. Cannon's gotta have a roll done for itself.
Yep, so on a 1, 2, or 3, it takes deep 6 mortal wounds. Nope, it's fine.
So this guy now?
Yep, so this guy's gonna use his Warp Lightning and shoot the crit thingies.
Yep.
Use the Warp Lightning accumulator to supercharge it, and it goes off.
Yeah, on a 9.
So it does D6 mortal wounds. 6.
6. So 1 flayer definitely dies, and 1 takes 3 Arch Warlock spell time.
So the first thing he's going to do is Warp Storm. Yep. So on a 7, goes off. So he does D3 mortal wounds to 3 within 18 inches, which is the general and that unit.
Yep.
So that unit, D3 mortal wound, 3. Getting lucky.
Okay, so dead and takes 2. Alright.
And on the general goes 1.
1 6-up deathless courtiers on my general. Nope. So he's down to 2 arcane bolt.
On to the general.
Yep.
So on a 5, goes off.
Yep.
And then 3.
And this is the end of my general. I need 6s. I am dead. Alright, so my general dies, and that's it for him. Hero phase, these guys take D3 mortal wounds, because the thing they did last turn, they take 2. Alright, and that's it for hero phase, so we're going to go straight into movement on Battle Round 2 for the Skaven. We'll come back to you guys. So that's the end of the movement phase for the Skaven. So going straight into shooting now. Where do you want to start?
You can start with these Storm Fiends, going to shoot the Warp Fire Thrower into the Flayers.
Yep.
So 2d3 mortal wounds. That's 4.
4 6-up Deathless Courtiers. 1, so one guy takes 3 wounds.
He's going to shoot into the flares and do more and more flaming death, so he doesn't kill himself and does 1 mortal wound.
Right, so 1 mortal wound down, so down to 3. Next up?
Next up, we'll do the Ward Lightning Cannon.
Okay.
He's going to shoot for reals and get 1, so 6 mortal wounds.
On this unit, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so.
Alright, so 2 more flayers are dead. That 1 weapon alone is like gonna win you the game now. That is, wow, that is disgusting. Okay then, use 1 use only Warp Fire Gauntlet.
So D3 mortal wounds, 2.
So down to 2 on this flayer, and this unit just got devastated by mortal wounds alone, so that's fun.
And I need to check, make sure he's still in range. Nope.
Okay, so into the shooting phase for the Skaven. Yeah, lots of bad stuff happened. I'm very surprised at their mortal wound output. So going straight into charging now, these guys are the only ones that can charge.
They're going 5.
Or, well, the only ones that wish to charge. I don't think that weapons team wants to get involved.
No.
Alright, so 5-inch, and we're going to measure that where that charging unit ends up, and Michael's going to go ahead and activate them first. So where do you want to divvy up the attacks?
Well, he has to go into him, he's going to go into them, he can't attack. So I'm going to start with the attacks into him.
Okay.
4 attacks hitting on 4s and 6s count as D6 hits. So we got 6 is 1 hit. Okay.
So 2 hits, technically.
And then 3s to wound. 1 wound at -1 rend.
So 5 up save. Saved. Alright, and then the next guy into the flayers.
Yep. Same thing. So 4s. And then 3s. So 1 at -1.
6 up save. Nope.
2 damage.
And then 2 deathless courtiers. Making none. So that guy dies, and that guy takes away and activate my Crypt Infernal Courtier to go into that drill. So he's going to hit on 4s. That's 4 mortal wounds right off the bat. So he's dead. Okay, well there's that. So your activation.
Well, I'm going to activate my general, the Arch Warlock,
Okay.
and use his command trait to withdraw 8 inches instead.
Okay, see you later, friend. Alright then, so my activation, activating these 3 flayers into the 2 Storm Fiends here, so hitting on 4s. There's 3 mortal wounds right off the bat. And these wound on 3s. And that's 1 at -1.
5 up. Nope.
So 4 wounds down.
So this guy's down to 1 wound.
Damn. I was hoping to kill him. Okay, and your activation, sir. So Michael's activating these guys.
I'm going to start with this guy going to the Varg Gulf.
Yep.
So on 4s.
Ooh.
And then, come back, 3s. So that's 4 at -2 rend.
So nothing.
That's 12 damage.
Okay then, give me 1 second. Deathless Courtiers. Okay.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's dead. Okay, just like that. Players.
So 4s. And 3s. So 1.
1.
-2.
1 at -2. Good. No, never mind. That would be a Deathless Courtier. So there's 1. That's 3
I'm
damage,
going to
right?
use the Warp Charge Spike to double,
Oh.
so it's 6 damage.
Well, in that case, add 5 to it. Okay, so made 3 in total. So 3 oh man, he dies.
And then on a 1, I take.
Oh yeah,
mortal wounds.
nope, you're good.
Nope.
Okay, so there's that. My activation. Let me have a think. I forgot. Feeding Frenzy on this on this Crypt Infernal Courtier on a 6. He gets to be activated to fight again. Nope. Okay. So now my activation. There's Mike. All right. So going into the next activating this unit of flayers and the last remaining Storm Fiend in this unit. So 4 guys attacking, one of them being the champion. They hit on 4s. So there is 3 mortal wounds immediately, and 6 hits, wounds on 3s, and these are at -1.
So 5 ups? Nope.
None. So he's dead?
Yep.
Alright, needed 5 and I got 6 instead. Whew, that was close. Alright, so he's dead, and then that's it. So into Battle Shock, let me make some calculations. Phase, the only test I have to take on the whole board is right here with these flayers, because they lost 5 out of their 6. So D6. He runs away. That's nice. So that's it. That's the end of Battle Round 2 for Skaven. It's going to go straight into Battle Round 2 now for the Flesh Eater Courts. Calculating objectives. The way the mission is you still control an objective even if you're no longer present on it, as long as the enemy doesn't obtain it. So I still hold his objective at the end of his turn. So yeah, that's good. So we're going to go straight into Battle Round 2 for the Flesh Eaters, and we'll see you guys there. So beginning of Battle Round 2 for the Flesh Eater Courts. Gonna start things off. Hero phase for my Crypt Infernal Courtier. I throw 6 dice on every 5 up. Within 10 inches, a Infernal or a Crypt Flayer may be regenerated into that unit. So here we go on 5s. A maximum of 2, so I'm gonna go ahead and place them. Come back. 2 Flayers respawn, so we're gonna go straight into movement. I'll come back to you guys in the shooting phase now for the Flesh Eater Court. So I'm gonna activate these first 4 Flayers right here to shoot into these closest Storm Fiends right here. Mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. So that guy goes down, and then we're gonna do the next unit. They're gonna just screech into the weapon team right there. So they need 4s, right? Bravery 4? 4s? Only 1 wound again.
It survives.
Wow. Alright, and then next up we're gonna do the Crypt Infernal Courtier. He's gonna use his Foetid Breath against the wounded guy here in that unit, so he hits on a 4. He hits. He wounds on a 3. Nope. And that's it. So going straight into charging now. We're going to charge the Crypt Flayers that need to be charged. And they go 7. So we're going to pile them in and come right. Charging in looks like that. So these 5 Flayers are going to attack. One of them's going to opt to not attack because he's going to just try to keep unit coherency. One of them's going to go into the weapon team, the other 3 are going to go into the Storm Fiends. So the guy on the weapon team, he hits on 4s. 2 hits, wounds on 3s. That's cocked. 1 at -1.
Well, they have a 6-up save, so he's dead.
He's dead, okay. Whew. Alright, and the rest of these guys into the Storm Fiend on 4s. Not a single mortal wound, dang it. And these wound on 3s. That is 5 at -1.
So 5 5s. None.
So 5 wounds go down.
So he has a 4, so he dies.
He dies, another one takes 1. And that's it. So your activation. So who do you want to do?
The last Ranger Fist.
Okay.
So he's on 4s. And then 3s. That's 1 at -2.
Nothing, so damage.
So I'm gonna use my Warp Spark to make it damage 6.
Okay, so 6 Deathless Courtiers on the Crypt Player unit. None, so 1 guy dies and 1 takes 2 wounds.
And see if I take any more wounds. I do. I take D6, which is 6. So he's down to 1.
Okay. Ouch. Wow, that sucks. Next up for my activation, I'm going to go ahead and do my Crypt Infernal Courtier into these 2 Storm Fiends. So he's going to hit on 4s. Not good. This is not what I needed. And wounding on 3s. That's 2, and I think -1. Let me double check.
So 2 5-ups. None.
Made none, so 4 damage.
It's down to 2.
Alright, and then your turn to activate them.
Yep. Yes, he has to go into the Courtier, and he has to go into those 4 guys.
Yep.
So, against the Courtier,
yep,
hitting on 4s,
2.
And then 3s. 1 at -1.
1 5-up save. Saved.
And going to the other guys, 4s.
And the flares.
The 6 is D6 hits, which is 6 hits.
Oh crap. Rutro Raggy.
And then 3s. So that's 6 at -1.
So 6 6-ups. Made none.
And it's 2 damage each, so that's 12.
Oh, those courtiers. Alright, so made 4, so I suffer 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 wounds.
That one was his wound counter, I think.
Oh. Yeah, so I'd suffer, was it 12?
I did 12.
Yeah, so
I think
8.
didn't you roll?
Yeah, I rolled.
Oh, yeah, 12.
I grabbed a wound counter from somewhere. Yeah, so yeah, so 8 wounds go through, and that's. Whew, let me pull somebody back again. Feeding frenzy on these guys because they killed the weapon team on a 6. Nope. Dang it. Okay, so let me double check something. 5 attacks from this Crypt Infernal champion here into the remaining Storm Fiend here. 1 wound. Hitting on 4s. Got him with a mortal wound. So didn't even need to roll anything else, and that's it. So that's it for my turn. I lost a total of 3 there, so I'm good for Battle Shock.
They lost 1, so...
Nope, you're good. Okay, so that's it. Let me calculate victory points real quick. So at the end of my turn, I control this objective here, the objective over there, and still the objective in my enemy's deployment zone. So now we got to roll off to see who gets Battle Round 3. So, 4, 3. Alright, so going into Flesh Eater Court's Battle Round 3. So, beginning of Battle Round 3 Hero Phase for the Flesh Eater Quartz. We're going to go ahead and do my 6 dice on 5-up. The Courtier has flares respawn within 10 inches of him. So, just 1. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and replace him and we'll move on. He comes back there, so we're going to go straight into shooting now because I can't move because I'm locked in combat. I'm within 3 of this last remaining unit of Storm Fiend. So yeah, we're going to go straight into shooting now. So these 2 guys right here are going to scream into them on 6s. They suffer mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. And then 5 more screams from those guys in the back. That's cocked. 1 more mortal wound, so 2 mortal wounds in total.
That guy died.
Got that guy, so 1 guy remaining. And then the Courtier is going to use his Foetid Breath on him, so he hits on a 4. Nope. So here we go. Actually, now I'm not in combat, so now I have to declare a charge. Okay, so we're going to go straight into charging now. So charging with those 5 flares right there. Or not. Okay, so that's it. So we're going straight into combat now, and I'm just going to go ahead and activate these flares right here. So I'm going to go ahead and being activated first, going into the Storm Fiend, and they hit on 4s. No mortal wounds. That's not good. Only 2 hits and 3s. 1 wound at -1.
5 up. Nope.
And don't make it, so he's down to 6. Alright, and activate.
So he's going to attack back.
Yep.
Hitting on 4s. And a 3. 1. -1.
So 1 6-up save. Nope.
2 damage. And you know what? I'm going to use a spark to make it 4 damage.
Okay, so 4 Deathless Courtiers on 6s. Made 2, so only the champion dies. Unfortunately, does he kill himself?
Nope.
No. Okay, so now my activation of my Courtier. 5 attacks on 4s. So 2 mortal wounds immediately. And these wound on 3s. 1 wound at -1. Nope, another 2 damage. Down to 2. And that's going to be it. So
Battle Shock.
Battle Shock, yep.
So they lost just 1 this turn, so...
He runs away.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's it for me on Battle Round 3 of Flesh Eater Courts. So we're going to go straight into Skaven's Battle Round 3 and see what Michael can do. Here we go, folks. So me and Michael went ahead and talked off camera. We're going to go ahead and call it right here. I just calculated victory points as the end of my turn, and that brought me up to 21 victory points compared to Michael's 5. Because the way the mission goes, you control the objectives even if you left it until your enemy comes in and takes it away from you. So that in effect put me ahead, even though I got massacred over here. It still put me well ahead, so we're gonna go ahead and call it because Michael just he doesn't feel like he can get over here and take enough points by the time the game ends, because he knows, I know the warp, we both know the warp lightning cannon can eviscerate me, but it moves 3 with a 24-inch range. Yep, so I would just avoid the ever-living crap out of it and just stay away from it and let the clock run down. And maybe if the heroes get a little too close, might take pop shots at them if I feel risky, but also Michael pointed out the longer I run away, the more I'll regenerate from my courtier and just keep coming back. So yeah, go ahead and shake my little hamster. So thank you, it was a good game. So we're gonna go ahead and go straight into the after action report, folks, and we'll see you guys there. Alright everybody, so welcome to the after action report. So yeah, it was a really good game. Really bloody. So as you guys can see, this is what Tim calls my Bat Freaks list. That's the first list I ever did in Age of Sigmar and a battle report, so I decided to do it 2.0. So in other words, toss out the ghouls, make an Infernal Courtier the general to make the Flayers battle line and just go ham. This is my first time facing Skaven, specifically Clan Skryre, we don't know. If you guys know, let us know. Hey, alright. So, first time facing them, and pretty nasty. The mortal wound output really helps them out a lot. The Storm Fiends are, with a 4-up save and a lot of wounds, they're pretty durable, and they punch like a train, so if a train could punch, if that makes sense. But, yeah. So I think definitely the thing that saves the Flesh Eaters in this battle report was definitely the fact that I could respawn and regenerate and stuff. And actually have somewhat of a save against mortal wounds. So even a 6-up save, it goes a long way, people. Even without my Ghoul King on a Zombie Dragon, I was doing pretty well at sustaining a good amount of close combat with Michael. The only thing that sucks is if the Ghoul King would have been alive, he could have cast a spell, and then everybody within 18 inches could have been rerolling wounds. But somebody had to get Mr. McFister on him, and yeah, he went back to the box. So that was probably his shortest debut time, but hey, it happens. So yeah, overall it was really good. Let us know what you guys thought in the comments below. If we made any mistakes, be sure to check the comments below to make sure nobody else already pointed it out, so we don't get a lot of repetition. And be sure to point out things you guys liked. If you liked his army, if you liked my army, if you like the way the board looks, all that stuff. Once again, we're out at Goldmine Games. That's like the only place I record, really. So yeah, really good battle report. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And so big shout out to Michael and his Ratman. Probably be fighting again in the future, and who knows, might do similar kind of list. Might bring out his Beastmen, who knows. Next time I'm thinking of bringing out the Ghoul Onslaught, so you guys will see like my 180 to 200 plus ghouls come out maybe. But it's really painful to have to move that many models, so bear with me on that. Well, I'll let you guys know, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And be sure to give it a like, a comment, subscribe, and give it a share if you could, please. And thank you guys for watching, and happy wargaming from Cody here at Venomous Wargaming and Michael. So see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.